the way everything is going now, 99% of people want to go down this route and make money online. That's great. We need people to do that. But we also need the people to build society up, to do these hard roles and to do the hard things that no other man wants to do. And I believe in the future, if you fall into this sector of doing hard work and actually having a trade skill or a qualification, you're going to be extremely sought after. This skill of whatever segment you go into is going to be sought after because no one wants to do it now. Notice recently now in the online space, there's a pretty big shift happening with this whole masculinity movement and all these people that are preaching masculinity and how to be masculine man and how to be, the victor in your life and how to be the hero. But the problem is, I shouldn't say the problem, but where I see this big shift happening is a lot of people are starting to wake up, and there's people who are preaching masculinity all the time. They're sitting from behind the computer screen. This might sound a bit hypocritical, like me speaking now in front of you guys out here, and you're listening to me via a screen, but true masculinity is not going to be heard from these famous influencers and people sitting behind the screen telling you how you should be a masculine man and how to live your life and things like that. Sure, there is a lot of merit to what they have to say and how they practice, how they live their lives. You've got people like Hamza and Tate, but the reality of it is these people are living the life of the 0.1%. It's insane how, wealthy and successful these people have become because of this movement. But it's breaking away from the vast reality and the vast majority of the 99% of people, 99% of men, and how we have to live our day-to-day lives. We don't get the luxury of waking up whenever we want and being able to go to these 5-star restaurants and hotels and things around the world. The vast majority of men are in jobs they don't necessarily like or they don't necessarily want to do, but we do it anyway. People like men who build houses, men who are in the construction industry and build buildings, firemen, policemen. This traditional masculine role is who we should be looking up to. These father figures, these men who try to portray the father figure for the lost modern young man nowadays, look up to these men like Tate and Hamza as if they're almost a father figure. But the reality of it is the message they're preaching across, it's not relatable to 99% of the men out there. And that is because they're not going to get to live this life. They're not going to get to lead this life that they're preaching. Do this, do that, it's not practical for the 99%. You can wake up, you can go to the gym, you can do these masculine practices, but the reality of it is the masculine man out there is fighting the interest rates that are going up like crazy. It's the cost of living, trying to raise a family on a single income while the mother's at home looking after the kids. That is what they don't show you how to do this. That's the problem. That's where I see this shift in masculinity happening now. And there needs to be a medium where you're not at one extreme of the scale where you're a Hamza or you're a Tate or you're something like that, and you're also not at the bottom. It's somewhere that's relatable to 99% of the people who can sympathize and understand where the modern man is coming from, to embrace the philosophy of stoicism and things like that, but also be practical in the way you live your life. You have responsibilities to look after. You've got children to be responsible for. You've got a mortgage to pay. You've got bills to pay. You can't just go and travel around the world willy-nilly because there's responsibilities and things that are keeping you where you are at the moment. And there's nothing wrong with that too. Everyone wants to be under the impression to make $1 million behind their computer screen. But we still need men out there who are going to build houses, who are going to build furniture, who are going to be plumbers, be electricians, be bricklayers, be carpenters. Things like that. We need policemen, we need firemen, we need, these masculine traditional roles that are dominated by men in society. We need them still. Everyone can't go and run and do these, online jobs. There's nothing wrong with that. If you want to do that, that's fine. But the way everything is shifting now in the current era is everyone wants to do these online jobs and everyone wants to be an entrepreneur online. Great, that's good. But at the same time, who is going to be left doing these traditional masculine roles that I just spoke about? If you're going, these traditional roles are going to be so scarce, no man wants to do this actual hard physical laboring work no more. It's almost like everyone is scared of hard labor. Everyone is scared of, having to work their body hard. But this is what men do. This is who we are. This is our role that we play in society. If you don't like it, well, what can I say? This is the responsibility of being a man. It comes with many privileges and it comes with many responsibilities too. And you don't have to be under the guise and under the impression that you always must make money online through an online business, or through entrepreneurship, or being an influencer online. You can go out and get a job and still make good money and earn an income by doing a traditional masculine job, like being a bricklayer or a carpenter, a plumber, electrician, a policeman, a fireman. All these things is what we really need in society. We don't need another 1,000 or 100,000 more people behind the computer telling you how to be a masculine man. We need people from these certain sectors and industries speaking up and saying, hey, this isn't all that bad. You do have a lot of responsibility doing these physical hands-on jobs, but we need them. At the end of the day, we need these people to build society. They need to build hospitals, build houses, build schools. All this stuff needs to happen. And I don't hear enough of this getting spoken about online. So I think there needs to be this shift in terms of what a traditional masculine man is. And these people can preach this stuff online, that they can have, all these things, and they can have 10 partners and whatever they want. But in the real world, I don't see it being practical. I don't see it being a good role model, especially if you had children. And imagine your children are looking up to this person. Yes, a lot of what they say is good. I'm not taking away from that at all. They've changed my life. They've made me implement certain things every day that have changed my life for the net positive. But we can't forget the traditional role of a masculine man. Don't be afraid to get out there, actually work hard, work 10, 12, 14-hour days, physically laborious tasks. Do these physical hard tasks that are hard on your body. Don't be afraid. Your body can take the damage. Your body can take the work. It's designed to work hard. It's not designed to sit behind a computer screen all day and lift weights for 40 minutes or an hour a day and then just read and make videos. The male body is designed to work extremely hard, and it's very durable, and it can endure extremely harsh conditions for many, many years. So don't be afraid to have to go and work a hard job or do these things to build yourself up to get to where you need to be. You're not going to click your fingers and be a millionaire overnight. This is the chance of this happening. Like you see these entrepreneurs online and these influencers who have millions of followers. This has been taken over years and years and years, or they've been extremely lucky and it's a 1 in a million shot. You're not just going to start making videos and be some famous online influencer. So the whole point of this is to tell you, don't be afraid to do the hard work, to do the traditional jobs, to become a builder or whatever you want to do. Use your hands to work. You don't have to make money online behind a computer screen. Because if the way everything is going now, 99% of people want to go down this route and make money online, that's great. We need people to do that. But we also need the people to build society up, to do these hard roles and to do the hard things that no other man wants to do. And I believe in the future, if you fall into this sector of doing hard work and actually having a trade skill or a qualification, you're going to be extremely sought after. This skill of whatever segment you go into is going to be sought after because no one wants to do it now. Everyone is afraid, or they don't want to get their hands dirty or work hard, or they think they can damage their body. But if you get into this and you become an expert in this field, you will become highly sought after, and in time to come, you'll be able to charge whatever money you want to charge if you're an expert in this field. And then from then onwards, you have outperformed probably 99% of people. So don't be conned into thinking you have to make money online. Yes, it's a great way to live and you can go and travel around the world anywhere you want. But if you're young, in your 20s, early 30s, you can still go and make these businesses, like physical, real life businesses that you need to do things for. In the next, you can set this up over the next 5 years, and then you can go and do your traveling, and then you can go and do whatever you want to do. Just practice delayed gratification. That's the problem. A lot of people will forgo this, and they will want to have that freedom, that lifestyle straight away. And that comes with sacrifice many years of becoming an expert in a certain field or topic or something to get that credibility and to get those credentials. So don't expect this to be easy. The path of a man is not easy, and it's not meant to be easy. And if it was easy, everyone would be doing it. And that's why people are seeking now the path of least resistance, to go down this online influencer path. But if you can go against the 99% now and start to form your own path and go back to traditional ways, I think you will find great success down these avenues.